Okay, we're recording now. So, we're going to start with introductions. For those of you who don't know me, Nikki Bramall, just fast-tracked, still a new consultant, still learning how to do all of this, so give me a little bit of leeway here. But I want you guys to start off, tell me who you are, when you joined, why you joined. Shout out to your recruiter. How many times did that person ask you to join? And if you knew that you could not fail in this business, what would your dream goal be? Anybody want to go first?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to shout out to Trish. She's my recruiter, my friend, my confidant. She helps me with so many things. I never have to worry. I know I can ask her and she'll help me. She really got me interested in doing this because she was so excited about it. And her and I love to cook. And so when she would come up here to Missouri, she was so excited about the Pampered Chef. It got me excited. And so I wasn't really too tough of a sell. I did the timing. You know, I kind of had to wait because I already worked 2 jobs. And so I didn't want to fail. And I'm trying to quit one of my other jobs right now. But I just started a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks, maybe 3, into January. And so not very long ago. I just had my first cooking party on Sunday. We did $619 in sales.
Yeah!
It was a lot of fun. She had a great turnout, and it was a blizzard here, and everybody still came, and it was awesome.
Great.
I learned a lot because, well, now I know that I have to study all these things people are going to ask me questions about. But it was a really great group of gals. And so we did fajitas and margaritas and sangrias, and even a couple of the young girls decided they wanted to help out some of the kids, and they baked the brownies. So it was good. Me, I want to do this. I would love to be able to just do Pampered Chef and nothing else. I am single. You know, I don't have a spouse for other income. So I don't want to just go out on a limb and, be crazy, but that's my long-term goal.
Awesome.
To do cooking parties and Pampered Chef. I like the cooking parties, so
Have fun.
That's my story.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Riesel, you want to go? Do we lose Riesel? Riesel is actually one of my recruits, but I don't think she's hearing us.
Yeah, I think she's on mute, it looks like.
She's not muted. Okay. Well, I will go ahead and Amy Cates. Amy, would you like to tell us about you? Can you hear us, Amy? Uh-oh, she can't. We can't hear her, though. Unmute. Here we go. There you go, Amy.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
That's okay. No. Okay, so we want to know who you are, when you joined, why you joined, your recruiter, and how many times they ask you. And if you knew you could not fail, what would you want out of this business?
Okay, I'm Amy Cates, obviously. That was a lot of questions. Why did I join? Is that the next question or one of the questions? Why did I join? I don't know. I didn't have enough to do already. I don't know. I've always loved the products. Love the products. Always. I love to cook. I love to entertain. It's my thing. And Joby Bay is my recruiter, and she rocks.
Hey guys, real quick, make sure you're muted for me, okay?
I really don't know that she ever really asked me. She just kind of just said, like, you could do this, which Joby and I went to school together. We graduated high school together, so we've known each other forever anyway. And I was just like, especially when we had my show and we had it here at my house, and it was just like, wow. I was like, you know what? I think, okay, I'm going to do this. And I signed up October 11th, and then I started that next week whenever I got my kit. And if I couldn't fail, what was the next thing?
If you could not fail, what would your dream be for this business?
Well, I would have a really successful team. I would be able to help more people do this just every day. But I don't want to stop selling because I love selling.
Awesome.
I love selling it.
Okay, anybody else want to share who you are, why you joined, how many times your recruiter asked you, and if you couldn't fail, what would your dream be for this business? Just unmute yourself. Go ahead, Riesel. Oh, hold on, Riesel, you gotta unmute you. Hold on. Are you there, Riesel? Hold on here. We can't hear you right now, Riesel. Anybody else want to go while I figure out what's going on with Riesel?
I'll go. Do you want to hear from directors or just new consultants?
I want to hear from new consultants.
Good. I didn't want to go. Woohoo!
Who else is a new consultant on here? Raise your hand. Okay. Who is 573 phone number? Riesel, I want to hear from you, but I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear Riesel? No? Okay. Ashley Ryan, would you like to go? Ashley? All right. How about Megan?
Sure.
Okay. Finally.
I'm not new, but I'm just now being able to focus on business. So, what were the questions? I was a
So
little
I want to know who you are, when you joined, why you joined, your recruiter and how many times they asked you, and if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you want out of this business?
Okay. So, my name is Megan, and I am now a stay-at-home mom, which is the reason my why. I had twins back in July.
Congratulations.
Her brother was born with special needs. And so we actually are bringing him home Thursday, fingers crossed.
Yay!
He's been in the hospital almost 7 months. So let's see. Lori Bedwell is my upline.
She's fantastic. I met her in Korea.
I actually met her when she lived here in Washington. We worked at a bank together. And then what else was there?
If you couldn't fail, what would you want out of this?
If I couldn't fail, I'd be right up there with Claudia in the circle of the best.
Perfect. Thanks for sharing. Leanne, you want to share? Are you there, Leanne?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Okay. Tell us who you are, why you joined.
Oh, no. Nope. I don't do well on the spot. No, ma'am.
What are you going to do at cooking shows when they ask you questions?
And my audio's messed up, so I can only hear like about 3/4 of what you're saying.
Okay. Who else? All right. Is there anybody else on who is a new consultant? Riesel, we're having trouble with here. Who, the 573 phone number, who is that? Okay. Well, we're going to move on. Thank you guys for telling about your why. That's one of the most important things that you need to know in this business is why you want to do this. And it's amazing for me, I guess, to hear everybody else's why. You know, we all have a different why, but we're all working towards a very similar goal, and that is success. And whatever that may be for each of us, it's still success. So I guess I'll tell you about me. I joined Pampered Chef in November, and I met Claudia when I lived in Korea a few years ago, and I saw just how amazing she was and all the success that she had, and I knew that I wanted it. And I joined in November just as I moved to California and I couldn't find a job here, and I was like, you know what, I need something to fill my time because I'm not busy enough with 4 children as it is, you know. But I joined, and in December, Claudia was like, hey, do you want to make an extra $500? And I was like, well, of course I want an extra $500. And she was like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to build a team. You're going to make director in under 90 days, and you're going to rock it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And December was pretty slow for me, but January I started with 9 shows on the books. And on January 3rd, 2 of my shows canceled. And I was pretty down. I started January with 1 recruit. And I was feeling pretty down about the fact that I was, my shows were canceling. It was going to be a terrible month. And then all of a sudden, everything started working. I was having fun. I was loving my business. I was talking to everyone about this business. I was telling them, my passion for these products and what it could do for them. And I was talking to everyone. And suddenly I had 4 people on my team. And it was 3 days to the end of the month. And I had made the $5,000 in team sales, but I was 1 recruit short. And I basically had given up at that point. I had said, you know what? It's fine. I don't need this person. I worked really hard. I made great success. I'll be okay. And Claudia said, nuh-uh, you're going to keep going. You're going to find that 5th person and you're going to make director. And I did. I found that 5th person. I talked to them and they joined and I made director. And my paycheck for January is $1,699. I signed 66 days. And then I made director, and I have a $1,699 paycheck. That's crazy. That's crazy, you guys. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. So it's never, ever, ever too early to share this opportunity, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. You can share this business with anybody because everybody needs this. Everybody, if they're a stay-at-home mom and they need something extra to do, or they're a full-time mom but they want to stay home with their kids, or they work full-time but they need a girls' night out, everybody has a need for this opportunity, and it's never too early to share it with them. So make sure you're connecting with 2 people who you think could use the more that Pampered Chef has to offer. Find 2 people and start talking to them and plant those seeds with every host that you talk to. Ask them 5 times if they are interested in joining the Pampered Chef. A lot of people are going to tell you no the first time, and that's why we ask multiple times. Riesel is somewhere on this call. She can attest. I asked her probably more than 5 times, actually. She was a participant in a virtual party that I had, and she was so excited and so involved, and I just knew that she would be amazing at this. And I kept asking, and I kept asking, and I kept asking, and she finally signed on. So look at it. She's like, yep, it's true, right? So let's see. Let's talk about our team. So the team that you are on is an absolutely amazing team. Claudia Bazar is the Senior Executive Director of the Bazar Bullet Train. She joined 7 years ago. Let me pull up my stuff here so I make sure I'm telling you guys the right stuff. She joined 7 years ago. She's a military wife. She has 2 small children. She's very busy, and she made this work. I mean, 7 years, and she's already a senior executive director. That's pretty amazing. And then the other leader on our team is Miss Donna Landy, which I hope you all know of, or, you know, are trying to know of, because she is an amazing woman to know. Let me pull this up. She's been in the business for 23 years. Let me pull up my little stats here. 23 years, she holds the highest level there is in the Pampered Chef. She started working when her kids were 1 and 2 as a military spouse. So I am a military spouse. Claudia's a military spouse. Donna's a military spouse. Let's see here. So the best thing about this business, you guys, is it can move with you. And I think that Claudia, and Donna can all attest to that. Claudia is a Circle of Honor Achiever #1 for the entire company in developing leaders. That's pretty amazing. And Donna has been a Founders Award Achiever in 2017. And in the top 20 of the company, she is an Excellence Award and a Trip Achiever for the last 2 decades. Can you imagine having a paid vacation for just 2 decades? That would be amazing. So when you get started with this business, guys, make sure that you are doing weekly calls with your director. I can't emphasize enough how important that was for me in having Claudia cheer me on. I talked to Claudia every day, multiple times a day, and I did a phone call with her every week. And I told her what was going on. If my shows were struggling, if I wasn't having the people to talk to, you know, she was there to help me. And that's so important. You know, we have this big of a team that has super, you know, great success for a reason. So make sure we utilize them, okay? If you have not had your local or virtual launch, make sure you do that. Those are great stepping stones that allow you to grow your business, to get your bookings, and, you know, customers are going to be a great way to turn around and say, hey, I know you bought this, you know, would you like to have a party and get this product to go along with it? Make sure you're doing follow-ups with all those people who place orders. 4 parties and 4 circles in 4 weeks. 4, 4, 4. That's so important. You want to have 4 parties in your first 4 weeks and 4 different circles. If you're in the same circle, you might have a hard time booking more after your parties. If you separate that out and you go into 4 different circles, you know, your mom group, your work group, your church group, and, you know, your family. That's 4 different circles. Lots of people that know more people. And then the new consultant reward program. So I joined in November. So for me, the new consultant reward program was $12.50 in 30 days, and I earned the deep covered baker and the round covered baker. For people who joined in December, you're actually getting 60 days to complete your 30 days, and it's $12.50, and you'll earn the rectangular baker set. January is your half kit rebate, but you also get 100 Pampered Chef dollars for every $1,250 you sell in your first 90 days. So that those Pampered Chef dollars can go to catalogs and supplies and whatever you need to keep your business going. So make sure you understand the new consultant rewards program. Are there any questions about the new consultant reward program? We good? Okay. Does anybody know what the fast track bonus is? Is that, oh, Riesel knows. If I could hear her, she knows. Deanna?
Is it 500?
So when you make director within your first 90 days, you get a $500 bonus. And then maintaining that directorship for 3 months, you get another $500 bonus. Let me see. And then advanced director in your first 6 months is a $1,000 bonus, right? Trish, help me out. Is that right?
Sorry, I forget that I'm muted.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's right. I didn't make it, so it's not on the top of my head. I got the first 500, but I didn't get.
So if you make director in your first 90 days, you get an additional $500. And then if you maintain that directorship for 3 months, you get another $500. Do you guys understand what making director requirements are? Okay, so Deanna's saying no. So to make director, you have to have 5 active lines. So you have to have 1 recruit, 2 recruits, 3 recruits. Your 3rd recruit can recruit another person. That's 4, and another recruit. And all 5 of those have to sell $150. And you have to sell $750 personally, and your team sales have to be $5,000. So last month I had 5 people who sold $150 or more. I sold over $750, and our team sales were over $5,000, which is how I made Fast Track Director and I had a $500 bonus. Does that make sense? Awesome. Yay. Moving on. Okay. Super important. You guys will be getting flooded with emails from the Pampered Chef. And I know that it's going to look like you just want to click them and, hey, I read them. Read them. They're super helpful. They will tell you about our trip incentives, our sales promotions, anything that you need to know. There's so much training available to you guys on Pampered Chef University. There are videos for cooking shows and trainings for how to get bookings and how to get recruits. There's so much available to you guys. Make sure you are using it. Strong Start Challenge is 6 shows in your next 30 days, 2 launch parties, and then 4 different shows in your 4 different circles. So I did a virtual launch because most of my family is in Missouri and I wanted to be able to incorporate them. And then I also did my local launch for the people who live around me. So you can do 2 launch parties, a virtual and a local, and then do your 4 parties in 4 different circles. And that's a Strong Start Challenge. That just makes sure that your business is off to the right start. Make sure you're talking to your director often. Make sure you understand your trip incentives. Did anybody know that in January, if you recruited somebody and they qualify, you get 6,000 trip points instead of 3,000? Yeah, Trish, did you recruit somebody? Yeah, nice. I got 4. I'm excited. So, Pampered Chef is always providing us with ways to earn trips, free trips. We're going to Arizona and Hawaii this year. You want to go to Hawaii? Because that's my goal, is to take my husband to Hawaii. So if you can consistently do 2 shows a week, you can earn a trip. If you can commit to 2 shows a week for this year, you will be on a trip in April of next year. Okay? And it's paid. It's amazing. So make sure you guys just stay in touch with your directors. If you have questions, ask them. Pampered Chef University is going to be a great tool for you. And understand the new consultant rewards and what there is out there for you. Nobody wants to leave $5,000 or $500, $1,000, and $2,000 on the table. So let's get that. And is there any questions? I feel like I just talked a lot. Anybody have questions? Trish, did I miss anything? Good.
No, you did good. I'm very proud of you for jumping on and doing this because it's not my thing. Like I could not have done that. So kudos to you for doing that. Seriously.
So who's going to fast track? Are you going to get it? That's a cute little baby. Fast tracking, I had one of my teammates or one of my girls tell me that it was intimidating. And you know what? That's one of the best things about this business is it doesn't have to be intimidating. We have so many people standing behind us to support us. We are all in this together. We are here to help each other. That's why we have these calls. That's why we want you guys to ask questions. I'm still new. I am asking Claudia a question every other day. And you're going to learn more, as you grow. So grow. All right. Anybody, can I answer any questions? Thank you all so much for joining us. And I can't wait to hear about your guys' success.
Thank you, Nikki.
Yay! Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.